What's going on, guys? This is going to be your all-in-one Milotic guide. I'll teach you guys everything you need to know from the best IVs and the best EVs, all the way to the best nature and the best moveset. So everything you need to know will be right here. And then if you guys want to stick around to the end, I'll teach you guys where you can find all of these moves, because believe it or not, the only move Milotic learns out of these 4 moves that I have right above me right here is Recover. So you're going to have to go out and find Scald, Ice Beam, and Toxic yourself if you don't stick around. So I recommend you guys sticking around, that way I can show you exactly where you get these moves. So to begin, we'll talk about the best IVs. As you see right here, you're going to want to try to breed a perfect Milotic with the attack is 0 as you see above me, but basically 0 means it could be any value, but you want to have perfect stats on every other stat. Why do we have 0 attack? Well, we're not going to use any physical attacks on this Milotic. This Milotic is a special bulky attacker. So what that means is, as you see, our moves are going to be Scald and Ice Beam. Both of those moves are special, and Recover and Toxic are status moves which heal you and poison the other Pokemon respectively. So we don't have to worry about the attack at all. Now, the reason why we like Milotic over any other water type in the game is because Milotic is one of the bulkiest water types you can get in the game. There's maybe only one other one that I would say is just as bulky, which is Gastrodon, but I personally just prefer the Pokemon Milotic over Gastrodon. That's why I like using Milotic. Now, what exactly makes her amazing is, if you look above me right here, we've got all the stats lined out for you guys. So the special defense is what Milotic excels at more than anything. 125 special defense is amazing. Her defense, unfortunately, is a little bit on the lower side. That's why what we do right here is we give Milotic that 252 EVs in defense. Now, how are we going to do that quickly and easily? Just head over to the store, buy the 26 irons in the game store, by the way. Just buy those 26 irons, give them to your Milotic, and that will max out the EVs in defense instantly. And by doing that, that solves the defense problem. Now, as you see, with the 252 extra EVs in defense, her final defense stat goes to 257 compared to a 0 EV investment special defense of 314. Now, if you wanted to specifically just use Milotic for special defense, you could also do that. You could ignore the defense and specifically switch into Pokemon that you know only have special attacks. So that's another option for you as well. Or you could go ahead and mix and match a little bit. That's the fun thing about the EVs. You can make your Pokemon a little bit more unique. But I recommend just keeping it simple, throwing in that defense, and being able to use Milotic on a variety of Pokemon rather than specifically the special attackers. And without a doubt, 252 HP. You're going to want this Milotic as bulky as possible, so throw in that 252 into that HP. And now I put the 4 EVs into the speed, but you could throw those 4 EVs into the special defense if you want. It doesn't really matter. It only adds up to about 1 stat point, so whatever you prefer on that. I probably would actually recommend the special defense instead of the speed. So that's what you guys are going to probably want to do. 252 EVs in HP, 252 EVs in defense, and 1 EV, or 4 EVs rather, in special defense or speed, whichever you prefer. Now, how are you going to do that? Like I said, just buy those vitamins. 26 HP vitamins instantly maxes out that HP. 26 iron vitamins instantly maxes out that defense. And then just 1 Carbos will max out the speed. And I forget exactly what the special defense one was, but it tells you on the item, so you just give them one of those, and that will give you the 4 EVs for that. So that's all you have to do to max those EVs out, just like that, super quick. Now, the move set for Milotic, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because, like I said, surprisingly, Milotic does not learn these moves naturally. So, Scald's one of the best water type attack moves because it has a chance to burn, and it just has really high accuracy and damage compared to the other water type attacks that you would be able to use. And Recover, I'm sure we all know what Recover does. It heals you up. Obviously, amazing on a bulky type Pokemon, which is exactly why Milotic is super good. And then Ice Beam is a really good coverage move. Coverage for flying types, dragon types, grass types. It's really, really good. And then the last move I recommend is Toxic, for if there's a Pokemon, like say you're fighting another Milotic or another water type Pokemon that you can't really damage too much, just go ahead and Toxic them, recover stall them, and then they'll faint. And like I said, this could be used either in the battle tower or competitively. I prefer to use this in the battle tower right now since there's not really any competitive stuff, but hopefully they'll come out with some good competitive modes in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl soon. And then this could be a good competitive moveset as well. However, some other considerations you might want is Haze instead of, say, Ice Beam. You could swap out Ice Beam for Haze, or I would also recommend possibly subbing out Ice Beam for Refresh. Refresh basically heals your status effects for you. Now, the reason why I don't really recommend those too much is because, like I said, I'm planning on using this for the battle tower, and Refresh is probably not going to be used too often, and Haze will probably be used once in a while, but Haze is an egg move and it's really difficult to get that, so I recommend Ice Beam over that just to make your battle tower runs a little faster as well. Now for the nature, what nature would you want from? I have Marvel Scale on here. Marvel Scale is probably the best, so I'd go with Marvel Scale, but if you get the other two, you could just stick with those two as well. It's not too big of a deal, honestly. What Marvel Scale does is once you get poison, burned, any sort of status effect, it increases your defense. So that's why some people like to throw in like I forget the burn orb, whatever that burn orb is called. The reason why they like to use that item is because it burns your Pokemon right at the start, as you saw like Cynthia did it in the Elite Four in the champion match. I don't really prefer the burn orb because then you're going to be taking damage over and over and over again. Yeah, your defense is a little bit higher, but ultimately your extra defense is getting negated by the fact that you're taking extra damage, right? So I prefer leftovers because then you're healing every turn rather than damaging yourself every turn, and you're trying to be bulky, so why would you want to be taking extra damage? So I recommend leftovers as your number one choice for item. And for nature, there's two that I would recommend. Like I said, the defense is a little bit low, so Bold would be a good one. Bold lowers your attack and increases your defense. But the one that I like to use is Calm, which lowers your attack and increases your special defense. I recommend that one just because like we're not putting any of those EVs into special defense, so that helps compensate for that. And that's pretty much it. So this is exactly the build that you're going to want for her, for the Milotic. And again, there are some other options for water types like Gyarados and all that kind of stuff. But if you're looking for a bulky water type Pokemon, I recommend Milotic as your number one choice for competitive and Battle Tower in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl specifically. Outside of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, there's honestly some better options, but I think honestly in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Milotic might be the number one choice for a bulky water type Pokemon. Alright, so that's all I got for you guys on how exactly we're gonna build this Milotic. So remember, Scald, Recover, Ice Beam, and Toxic. Now, unfortunately, we will have to find Scald, Ice Beam, and Toxic, and I'll show you exactly where we get those right now. Alright guys, so this is gonna be the section where I show you guys where we find Scald. So you most likely already found Scald through your initial playthrough of the game. What you're going to want to do is head over to the Team Galactic headquarters over here, head on down the stairs, run all the way across the hallway over here. It's a very long hallway. Once you get to the end of this hallway, you're going to want to not go up there. You're going to want to keep going down this long hallway and then make it up these stairs over here. Once you make it up these stairs, head up the next set of stairs. Then head on down, go around, and go through the right side teleporter. Now, unfortunately, I've already gotten Scald, but if you haven't gotten Scald, Scald will be right in this corner right here. So that's exactly where you get Scald, and now let's move over to the next one. Alright guys, now to get Ice Beam, head over to Veilstone City once again, and this time we're going to head over to the department store. We're going to head into the first floor building right here. Let's go ahead and head up the stairs up to the second floor. And then head on up one more flight of stairs, or one more escalator of stairs, to the third floor. Now, luckily, Ice Beam is something you can just buy. I believe it's from one of these two. Let me see. So TM13 right here. For 3,000 bucks, you can buy as many Ice Beams as you want. So that's a nice, easy one, luckily. Now, let's move on to the next one. All right, now for Toxic. So to get Toxic, we're gonna go ahead and head down into the underground on Route 221. So we'll go ahead and drop down in there. And then once we get down there, we're going to want to head over to the left into that marshy, swampy area. So just run directly to the left, and we don't need the Diglets or the Dugtrios. Luckily, Toxic is one that actually has multiple places where you can get it. You can get it right here. You can get him in the Battle Tower as well. And the third place that you can get him is in Pastoria City. So if you have gotten this one and used it already, go ahead and grab the one in Pastoria City. Or if you've used that one as well, you can go ahead and use the one in the Battle Towers for 32 battle points. So Toxic is going to be right here. And I'll go ahead and show you guys the Pastoria one as well, just in case you guys want multiple Toxics. Because there's 3 places, or possibly 4. I believe the traders in the underground also get Toxic. But the other easy to grab Toxic is going to be down over here in Pastoria City. But this one I've already grabbed, so I'm just going to show you the spot where it's at, like I did with the previous one. So head directly down from Pastoria City and go over to the left. Keep on going and head into the marsh on Route 212. Just run past the berries, and then down in this little hole right here should be your second Toxic. And like I said, the last Toxics that you can find is from the underground shop guy and from Battle Park in the Battle Tower. And that's going to be the last one, so that is how you guys get all of the moves. That is going to be your guide on exactly how you play Milotic. And that's all I got for you guys today. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this, then I'll keep making more of these guides, and let me know which one you would like me to make next. If you guys have a specific Pokemon you want me to go over, let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!